Hello, it is time for Edmonton's latest market stats. Hey everybody, my name is Leanna Martens, your best Edmonton real estate agent. Why are you here? Because this is the only place that you are going to find not just Edmonton, but all the surrounding communities market stats. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to take you on a new home construction tour, and you're going to find out what the actual sold prices were. And hey, if you might be considering a relocation, but you just aren't sure, is it the right time? I got you covered. I have put together a free market report. Click the link below that's going to take you through all the latest market trends, the latest pricing, and where you can get the best deals. Download now for free. So let's start with the Edmonton sold stats. All right, friends, so this is what we got. We are going to have a look at what type of market is happening. This is the Edmonton resale market stats, and this is going to reflect everything. It's going to be resale and new home construction all melded into one. We're going to start in the single family detached. So the average price point of solds here over the last month was $553, and year over year the prices have been up right now 12%. Looking at half duplexes, the average price there is $427, and they're up 10% year over year, so it's up across the board. And row homes about 300 grand, 295, up 9%. And then we have this insane spike, which is 24%, essentially 23.5, 24% for apartment style condos, and that's at 214. And so this is a subsection of this segment, and it is new home construction primarily, because the new resale condominiums that are like 1970s to, let's say, early 2000s, there is not this type of demand, and their prices are not up like this. So now let's have a look and figure out, is it a seller's market, is it a buyer's market, or is it a balanced market? And that goes on the rules of supply. How many new listings are there? And demand. How many buyers are purchasing this inventory here? How much competition for this? And this is what's so interesting. So look at all of these prices. Across the board, they're up at a minimum of 9% year over year, all the way up to 24%. But check this out. What is happening here? There's almost 2,000 new listings on the market, but the demand is only 1,265. Isn't that interesting? So you can see that there's a large discrepancy between how many buyers are purchasing the inventory. So there's more inventory than there are buyers consuming it. So that makes it a buyer's market. Then why are we seeing such increases in pricing? It's dependent on the segment that you're in. And again, this is why it's so important to work with somebody who understands our market and can really prepare you for the segment that you're purchasing in, whether you're buying or selling. So we're looking here at the average days on market for detached, 39. So as supply goes down, demand goes up, you see the days go down. So let's now look at another subsection of this market. We're going to look at new home construction sales, and we're going to look at the sold map for Edmonton and the surrounding area. Remember, that is all of the smaller satellite communities around us. Hey friends, if you might be considering a relocation, but again, you're just not sure, is it the right time? If it's a buyer's market, it just might be. I totally have you covered. I've created a market report that's going to give you the latest trends in pricing for Edmonton, the best deals, the best communities you can find them, and what to expect. Free download below. And if you want something that's a little more personalized, hey, again, we know what you need. Click the link below for a free one-on-one strategy. All right, so it's time to have a look at the new home construction for Edmonton and area. Remember, that includes Spruce Grove, Stony Plain, Leduc, St. Albert, Beaumont, and Sherwood Park. So let's check it out. All right, so this is the total sales over the last 30 days, and it is freaking crazy. It's 239. So these numbers, guys, you do not see these numbers in a February report. You see these numbers at the peak of the season, which is going to be like May, June, July. So this is a really great reflection of the discrepancy between the previous stats that I just shared with you and drilling down into a really specific segment. So now let's have a look. I just wanted to be able to show this to you, and I'll pull this down so you can see Leduc as well, like 12 and 16, 12 in Leduc, 16 in Beaumont. You know, you're seeing really big demand here in Spruce Grove and Stony Plain, and as a result, prices are rising out there. So let's have a look at the actual sold prices in here so you can get a sense of how much of the actual list price would you expect to pay directly from a builder. All right, so with this crazy amount of sales in Edmonton, my guess was, I don't know, maybe 140 probably. I don't know, somewhere close to that. And it was 140. So 140 sales of that 239 in Edmonton. And the average price is $603,000. That's a little bit higher. And that's because you've got a really high infill in there for $1.7 million. So it would be closer, my guess, to mid fives. And the average price that builders got of their list is 98%. In Leduc, 18 sales. Average sales price there, $570. 99% of the list is what the builders got in Leduc. In Spruce Grove, there was 29 sales. And the average price there, like mid fives, $557. Builders got 99% of the list price. In St. Albert, remember that with Jensen Lakes, that newer community, newer development with kind of estate lots, you end up with higher priced properties. So the average here is $631 and builders got 97% on average. Strathcona Sherwood Park, 18 sales, $581 average price, and builders got 98% of their list. So the overall average, all of these 239 is $590,000, and builders got 98% of their list price. These prices are definitely rising over this last 12 to 18 months. Hey, tell me what you think about the prices in Edmonton that I just reported on. Do you think they're good prices? Do you think that they're rising too fast? Do you think that it's still worth buying? Let me know, comments below. So it is that time for a new home construction sold tour. I'm going to take you on a sold tour of a house in the Uplands that I think is a smoking deal. Let's see what you think. All right, so this house is in the Uplands, and the Uplands is south of Edgemont, and it is about 3,150 square feet. It's got 3 bedrooms. It backs onto a walking trail and or green space. They don't show in the photos, but I really like that. And it was listed for $869, but it actually sold for $855 on the market almost 4 months. So this is virtually staged, and this is actually the upstairs bonus room, and that's the master. So they show the virtually staged photos first, and then you actually get to just see the house how it is. So this is the main floor, and this is what I am unsure of. Yeah, I think that is the bathroom. That's the walk-through pantry. There isn't a main floor den, which I find odd. In a house this large, I would expect there to be a main floor pantry. Or not pantry, sorry, den. So the reason that I chose this was the size. Like the square footage is crazy. So in Alberta, it's above ground square footage. So you've got basically 1,500 square feet, more than 1,500 square feet on each floor. And that's with an unfinished basement. You still have 1,500 square feet, the equal footprint in the basement. So this is your main living area, which is like gigantic. And it does walk on to, look at all those trees. And I can tell there's that walk path. And you can see the chain link fence, which is an architectural guideline. That was the giveaway. So, kitchen's beautiful. I think it's well done. There's your pantry. They did some beautiful shelving in there. I believe this I really like. I like how they did the staircase. They didn't do an open to below, but it's beautifully done. This is laundry, and then across the hall right here, so that was laundry. This is the bonus room. And then I like that they've done like a proper, they let some natural light in with that higher window. And then we've got the bedrooms, the bath. That's the upstairs bath. This one has 3 full baths, as you would expect. And then you got your master, and then the master ensuite's quite nice. For this price point, these are the expectations I've got. So it's good. Yeah, there you go. So what did you think about that tour? That was a beautiful home in a beautiful community. If you might be considering a relocation, but you are just not sure, is it the right time for me and my family? I totally have you covered. Download my free market report, which is going to take you through Edmonton's latest trends, latest pricing, locations with the best prices and communities. And if you might want something that's a little more personal, I've got that covered as well, because you can schedule a free strategy call with one of our relocation coaches. So thank you so much for sticking around and watching. And remember, we always take the stress out, friends, and we make it easy peasy. All right, that's it for today. I am signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.